Wagwan G, it's been a minute. So about a week ago I made a video about relapsing on NoFap, saying that I will never make it. And it's been a little bit over a week since then, and I'm proud to say that I'm FAP free and I'm PMO free. I just wanted to make a quick unscripted video, talk about my raw authentic thoughts about my 1 week journey so far and the positive things that I've noticed, the positive benefits, and how I've dealt with some of the urges that I've had. So let's talk about the urges first and how I've dealt with them. The main takeaway is really to be mindful of what we consume and how we go about our day-to-day. So the biggest thing for the urges that has actually personally helped me is meditation. I sound like a broken record. I probably mentioned this in every single video. But honestly, when you wake up in the morning, and if you wake up and the first thing you do before you do anything else is you go outside into your garden, or you go outside into nature, even if it's early in the morning and the sun hasn't risen, if it's available to you, like you go in your garden or you go into your balcony or you go to the park and you meditate for 15, 20 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes, if you're new to meditation. It will help you become so much more aware of the content you consume, the thoughts you have on your day-to-day basis, helps you deal with intrusive thoughts and where your attention goes. So meditation has just helped me be more mindful of the content I'm consuming, and it has helped me deal with the urges. Because one of the things in the past which has caused me to give into those urges is triggers. So the mindfulness aspect helps with being more mindful of what your triggers are. Are you scrolling too much on social media? Are you following women and girls that you don't actually know, you've never met in your life, and you will probably never meet in your life? Are you following women like that just because you find them attractive on your socials? Like, be honest with yourself. Are you consuming content on YouTube based on women? Are you clicking on thumbnails because of the thumbnail, because it has a pretty woman or it has a suggested picture? Like, be honest with yourself. So you have to be more mindful of the content you consume. And that's why I haven't really had any urges. Besides, like 2 days ago, I was sitting on the couch. I think I just played like an hour of video games or something. I was sitting on the couch playing an hour of video games, and then I was just like bored because video games no longer satisfy that urge for me. I no longer really have fun playing video games these days. It's hard for me to actually play more than an hour in a sitting. It's even harder. It's actually hard for me to play more than 30 minutes in a sitting. Sometimes I just literally hop on Harry Potter, or then I'll play like a quick Demon Slayer ranked match or something, you know? But I'm not getting anything out of it, because even if I win a match, even if I do well, there's no progression in real life, you know? That's why I like this YouTube. That's why I like creating these meditation edits, these gym edits and things like that, because it's actually helping me progress in my life, and I'm actually documenting the journey. So that's why I like those things. But anyways, I was sitting on the couch playing video games, bored, and then I got urges. So what does that tell you? It tells you that boredom is your greatest enemy. If you're having an urge, you have to go do something. You have to be active. You have to stimulate your mind. Your mind needs stimulation. You can't just be sitting around, sitting at home, watching boring TV shows, watching YouTube videos, playing video games, and expecting yourself to change. It's magical revelations that NoFap gives you. Like, no, that's not the way this works. So currently, I don't really have any tips for dealing with the urges other than you just need to find a purpose for yourself, or set a goal for yourself of why you're doing this. Because if you're just doing this to get more women or get more confidence, like, no, that's the wrong reasons. We're not in NoFap because the P is super bad, super toxic, and we want to break free from it. Like, that's one part of it. But we're in here because we need to practice our self-discipline. We need to fill our days and activities with things that help us lead a more purposeful life. Because it's where the purpose comes from, where you're going to find that drive, where you're going to find that ambition, where you're going to find that motivation to do the things even when you don't want to do them. It's that goal that we have in our minds, that when things get tough, you're like, oh yes, but I'm working towards this, so I'm not going to give up, or I'm going to push through because I have the end goal in mind. My end goal is to be happy and live a fulfilled life. I don't want to be depressed and shackled by pixels on the screen or technology any longer. That's why in another video I talked about how Hamza helped me overcome my internet addiction. So right now I don't really have like any tools. I haven't made like a guide or a little playbook of, oh, how to deal with NoFap. I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers who bullshit you, because at the end of the day, we're all different people as well. We're all different beings, and our urges, our triggers, even the structure of our mind and our psychology is different from each other. Like, sure, there's generic things that can probably help, you know, there's the common sense, or there's the general like habits or the general things to do that will help you. And one would be, if you're new to NoFap and you haven't practiced this before, you haven't practiced human retention before, I would highly suggest you to take a dopamine detox. Literally delete your social medias for at least just 2 weeks. Literally just 2 weeks, and then reinstall them. And give yourself those 2 weeks to notice how much your life is going to change. No Netflix, no YouTube, no Instagram, no TikTok, no Snapchat, none of that shit, bro. Like, for 2 weeks. And then come back and tell me how much your life has changed, if you can actually do it. But chances are, if you're watching this video, you're not going to be able to make it. And I don't want to push you down, but that's the reality of it. Because discipline takes time to build. It's just like a muscle, like anything else. Right now, it's easier for me to make it through this week, but prior to that, I started my NoFap journey properly like 8 months ago. I've done various like 2-month, 3-month stints of semen retention and NoFap. So I've already experienced the benefits of what comes when you're no longer consumed by this toxic, evil thing. And my life was so much better back then. My mental health was so much better back then. So I want to get back to that point of being where I no longer succumb to the whims of my social conditioning or my technological conditioning, which has just been me literally conditioning myself with bad habits, with bad things. Well, let's talk about the benefits that I've experienced, since we've talked about how to deal with urges. There's no like little magic playbook or magic recipe of how to deal with urges. Everyone's different. You're gonna literally need a trial and error experiment. What works for you, bro? What works for you? Because I can tell you one thing. I can tell you to do all the right things. I can literally give you the blueprint of what has worked for me. But just because it worked for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. Even if it works for me and it does work for you, are you gonna follow it? If I give you the blueprint, are you truly gonna follow it? I don't know. That brings us to the next portion of this video, which is the benefits that I've experienced. I've experienced a more sense of calm. I'm more in the present moment. I'm not craving the next fap. And I think we all know how it goes. When we bust that first nut of the day, it's the worst. Like, let's say I bust today, then I'm gonna go again, and I'm gonna go again, and I'm gonna go again. But the more nuts you bust, the worse you feel, because the more dopamine's depleted from your brain, and then you need something more extreme and more extreme to get the next hit and the next hit, and it's like a never-ending cycle. So now, since I've been over a week free from that cycle, I'm just living in the present moment again. Women are more attractive to me, and notice I said they're more attractive to me, not attracted to me. I'm not some YouTuber who's gonna be like, oh, NoFap gives you these superpowers, it makes you more attracted, it makes you more attractive to women, or more women stare at me when I'm like on a week X or something. Like, bro, it's not a fucking superpower, man. Like, yeah, more women are staring at me at the gym now because I'm more confident. I'm keeping eye contact with them. I'm no longer ashamed. You know, when let's say I had fap the entire day and then I go to the gym, I would not keep eye contact with women because I would feel ashamed. I would just feel like I'm not a man. But now, since being a week free from this, I just don't have that. I have more of that like primitive essence, if that makes sense. Now I'm getting into like the pseudoscience of NoFap, but I feel more confident the way I carry myself. When I'm in the gym, I'm more focused. I'm focused on my workouts. I'm focused on building muscles, man. I'm focused on getting bigger and having a good workout and making most of my time there. And I'm noticing that I'm more attracted to the females around me that I maybe sometimes wouldn't be more attracted to, because I'm no longer putting these women on like a crazy pedestal where I can click and choose the body type or my fetish that I want to satisfy for that day. Because at the end of the day, beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, in all races. And that's what I've been noticing again. Now you can also argue that, oh, now women are staring at me more. Like, bro, it's not It's not pseudoscience. Women are looking at me more now, but I'm also looking like it's mutual eye contact, it's mutual engagement, mutual glances, you know? It's not like I'm staring at someone like creepily or anything. It's just like, it's how normal people act. And now we're on the path to becoming normal. I mean, what is considered normal these days? But if you're watching this video, you're not normal. I'm not normal. So it's okay, bro. I'm more driven to achieve my goals. I'm more driven to go out there and get it. But at the end of the day, I still have my off days. If you've been watching my videos lately, I've been posting a video every day. I still have my problems. I still have so much self-improvement, so many issues to work through. But this is a step in the right direction. So 1 week in, it's not going to be like, oh, magic quick fix. Oh, my entire life changed. Like, no, that's not the way this works. You don't build habits overnight. Habits take a lot of time to build. The meditation, going to the gym, doing yoga. Man, I've quit doing yoga, to be honest. And I need to start, because now, since I'm going back to the gym again, lifting heavier and heavier weights, my back and like my body's starting to get locked up again. And I need to get that flexibility in order to not have back problems when I'm older. Because my doctor told me, on a side note, my doctor told me the last time I got my chest x-rayed, because I had a lung infection, that one of the bones in my spine over here is too straight, that if it continues like this and I'm older, I'm gonna have back problems when I'm older. So he told me to get a personal trainer and get a physiotherapist, and eventually I'll probably also get a chiropractor again, because I had a chiropractor a few months ago. It worked magic. But anyways, that's not the topic of this video. So overall, 1 week in, my life hasn't magically changed in over 1 week, but my mental health has significantly gotten better. There's still so many other areas in my life that I still need to improve. There's still so many good habits that I still need to build up, like reading again. And watch my video about the Zaza as well. I'm still kind of struggling with that. I'm gonna make another video talking about that in a few days from now. And just to end this video, I just want to say, man, if you're feeling lonely, if you don't have the best social life, you've never had a romantic relationship, just focus on yourself, bro. Because that's literally the best thing you can do for yourself right now. You're not gonna magically spawn a girlfriend. You're not magically gonna get you're the best friends of your life, or the people that you've always been looking for, the friends that you can call your family. Just like that, you know? Nothing just happens just like that, the click of a button, man. This isn't Fairly Odd Parents. You can't just wish. You can't just wish. You can't just wish the things that you want into your life, into existence. So just focus on yourself, bro, and focus on improving your self-improvement habits. The fact that you made it 1 week already, like I have right now, is good, bro. It's on the right step to get everything that you want. Because I have to say that I'm 26 years old. I've never had a serious relationship. I've never had a girlfriend after in 8th grade, so that doesn't count. I've never had a girlfriend. I've never gone on a date after turning 18. I've literally never gone on a date after turning 18. Zero. Have I slept with women? Yes. But if you go back into some of my older videos, you'll know that the women that I did sleep with were paid. And it's just like, bro, what are you doing? You know? No, I'm not gonna talk about that because I don't want to like get emotional, but that's where I'm gonna end this video. Saying that we've made some progress in a week, but we still have so much further to go. But I'm happy so far. This is a step in the right direction if I keep it up, you know, as long as I don't relapse. And for those of you who are still struggling, maybe you haven't made it a week, maybe you're new to NoFap and this addiction is one that's plagued your life for a long time, I'm just gonna leave you with some final words of wisdom. A slip up is not a relapse. I'm gonna say that again. A slip up is not a full-blown relapse. Let's say you made it 3 months on NoFap, 4 months on NoFap. Just because you slipped up once doesn't erase all the progress you've made up until that point, if you've been following proper habits. So before you fail again and then spend your whole day consumed in that vicious cycle, just remember, if you slip up once, bro, it's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. You've got this, man. You've got this. I don't really know what else to say for this video, but man, I wish you the best of luck. I know we got this, and I'll catch you in the next one. Remember, bro, we got this. Bro. Bro, I started laughing way too soon. I love you, bro.